It is the Titanfall Princess, and welcome to Titanfall Reviews. Before I get on with this review, I just wanted to say that I'll be taking a little break from YouTube and Twitch for a while. There's just a lot going on right now, and I should be focused on other things so that I can be better focused on YouTube when I come back. I want to thank you all for your support. Thanks for joining my live streams, hitting the like button, and subbing. And Titanfall Princess will return shortly. Tonight I'll be viewing Alan Wake. First up is graphics. You know, even for a game that came out last gen, I played it on launch, beat it, and loved it. Alan Wake still holds up today, and considering this game was supposedly sub HD, I couldn't tell then, and it's really not a big deal now. Alan Wake still looks good. It still has some of the best lighting effects in any game, and the art design is still on point. Excuse me. I absolutely love how the environment changes in Alan Wake, and how the enemies are really creative. Instead of just fighting human-like creatures, you are fighting furniture, cars, and other things that come to life by darkness, and it runs smooth, giving it a cinematic feel. This gen people like to brag about plants and grass, and Alan Wake had all that last gen. From trees to overlooking, having the overlook at the lodge and looking down to the water. The art style is like going on vacation someplace and taking in all the scenery. Now, with that said, of course, there are cons. One of them being that the lighting can be a little too bright at times, and the darkness can be super dark. But that's the direction of the game. It's dark versus light. And the motion blur can be a bit much at times, but it really doesn't bother me too much. So I'm going to score that 8.5 out of 10. Next up is sound and music. Now, you're really not going to notice too much music unless it's between episodes or that creepy horror stuff when things are coming to life. That's even some music on the radios and in the in-game TV show called Night Springs. The sound is really well done. Guns sound really good. The creatures sound scary, and the voice acting is top-notch. I really like when you shoot a revolver and it actually sounds like a really loud gunshot. And then when you shoot a shotgun, it sounds about the same way. Very appropriate. There's even some Twilight Zone sounding narration, and it sets the mood well. Now, much like Quantum Break, Alan Wake has really good narration and story and sound, so no complaints in that department. It gets a solid 9.7 out of 10. Finally, I'm going to get to gameplay. Now, Alan Wake is a shooter with a good story. The game engine is all about light versus dark, and Alan Wake is equipped with a flashlight that protects him from the enemies covered in darkness. You cannot just shoot your way through the enemies in this game, because your bullets will do no damage to them until all the darkness is removed first. The enemies can range from human with weapons to the environment itself. You get a variety of weapons like revolvers, flare guns, shotguns, pistols, flashbangs, and more. The controls are smooth. The length of the game is good. There's lots of collectibles and side content, even DLC. So you will get your money's worth with this. If you see this with the 360 or Xbox One, I highly recommend you buy it, as it's one of the best exclusives for the Xbox 360. Now, while this game is an open world, it's nice at giving you the illusion that it is. And it's nice to just walk around and take in the scenery. Plus, there's so much hidden collectibles that earn you achievements. So it is worth it to take your time on it. Even though Alan Wake is a shooter, it makes more sense for him to simply shoot enemies, being that they're really not supposed to let him get near you. And when they do, you can dodge their attack and slow down a little, then aim your light at them and then kill them, because you got, like, again, you got to get rid of that darkness. There's even some puzzles to get past, and the game really doesn't let up on sucking you in. It really doesn't. It's a good game. You got to get it. Without spoiling the story, Alan Wake goes on vacation with his wife and things happen. Even things that make him question who he is or what's going on. He's also a writer, so much of what happened seems familiar because he may have written most of it. It's almost like Twilight Zone meets Max Payne. And the good part is, Alan Wake doesn't hold your hand to get through the game. You get limited hints, and lots of moments you have to conserve ammo and find yourself running toward light. I love this game even in 2016, and it does come with the Quantum Break game, with all DLC unlocked. So you get the game plus the 2 expansions. For me, Alan Wake gets a solid 9 out of 10. This is the Titanfall Princess, and you are watching the Titanfall reviews. Thank you for watching. I'll see you later. And don't forget to like, favorite, comment, and subscribe, because you love me. And I will be back. Don't worry about that. Just taking a short break, okay, guys? See you later. Titanfall Princess signing out.